Hey man,
What's up, dude?
I was in the mood for some pizza.
Pizza. Ninja pizza.
Ninja pizza, the best kind of pizza.
Mm.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ninja Pizza, where we drink coffee and eat pizza. And talk about ninja stuff.
Ninja stuff.
So what ninja stuff are we talking about today?
Well, last time we did the first three
TMNT.
movies, yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And today we're going to talk about the two next installments.
Mm-hmm.
The forgotten one.
TMNT 2007.
Mm-hmm. And after that...
Might as well show it.
Show it.
And after that, we're going to talk about Turtles Forever.
Mm.
Alright. So, before we do that, I'm going to
Grab a slice.
grab a slice. Ninja pizza, guys.
Mm.
Try some alioli.
Gastro-mats.
Cowabunga, dude.
Radical, man.
Okay. So, this is becoming more
Banana
and more
chili sauce.
A food show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon we'll be just reviewing food.
Yeah. I just hope we don't have any Italian viewers as what we're doing.
It's gonna be
Come on!
I have faith in you, young Padawan.
Whatever.
You wanna
dip? Let's dip it.
you wanna use this?
It's okay.
Alright, so after the three first TMNT movies, which we discussed in our last video, the next
Yeah, the whole turtle fever kind of
died down in late 90s. Because the original cartoon show from 87 was cancelled or done in 96.
96, yeah.
And then you didn't have anything else.
Yeah, we had Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
I'd forgotten about that.
But let's talk about
Movies.
that another time.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And the turtle fever didn't really revive until the 2003 series arrived.
That's when we got the new TV show.
Yeah. And that lasted for 7 seasons.
Damn.
But during that time, we had a new entry in the theatrical run, which is TMNT.
Yeah. And originally, this was supposed to be like a continuation of that 2003 show, right?
I think it was like
they weren't sure whether they wanted to continue the movie franchise or the movie story.
Yeah, so I feel like you can put it as a sequel to both.
Yeah, absolutely. Because based on this one, like it could match with the TMNT movies outside of the fact that you have Karai there.
Yeah.
And then you have Karai, so it kind of ties it into the 2003 show.
And if you look at the last season of the 2003 series, they kind of went for a new animated style, more similar to the...
So...
But let's talk about the movie.
Let's talk about the movie. So, just... the movie starts kind of like some years after the Ninja Turtles have been active. So Leonardo's gone.
Yeah, they split ways.
He's like in South America, somewhere in the jungle, training
to become a better leader.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Michelangelo is doing like birthday parties.
He's a party dude.
He's a party dude. So he's got this turtle costume that he puts on. Then he goes to like children's birthday parties.
Dressed as a turtle.
Dressed as a turtle. That's pretty funny.
Mm. And then you have Donnie working as an IT support guy.
Mm.
Have you tried turning it on and off? And then there's Raph, who sleeps all day.
Sleeps all day. Doesn't do much.
No. Or
does he?
So what does Raph do with his time?
He's Batman. Almost.
Yeah.
He's a vigilante. What's his name in this movie? Like the...
I was about to say Nightwing, but that's...
Yeah, he's the Night Avenger or something like that.
Nightwing, Knight Rider, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, he's a guy in a armor suit and on a motorcycle, and he's got some chains. He is kind of like Ghost Rider.
Knight Rider.
Night Rider.
No,
Night Turtle.
No, that's not it.
No, definitely not it. But yeah, so he goes around and kicks butt and tries to fight crime like they used to do.
Mm.
But he's doing it without anyone knowing. None of his brothers know what he's doing. So nobody knows that he is this mystical...
Somebody has a suspicion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, somebody knew or guessed. Casey Jones kind of figures it out.
Yeah.
But that's the only one.
Mm.
So no one else knows that Raph is up to this stuff and being a vigilante.
Mm.
And then April goes to South America and brings Leo back.
Yeah. But that's not her main reason for being in South America. She's reviving these treasures or statues for this rich guy.
Lex Luthor.
I thought it was Professor X, or he's voiced by Professor X at least.
That is true.
Mr. Winters, was that his name? Yeah. And he's supposed to be like this 3,000-year-old guy who has been he like
was Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he was Napoleon.
Throughout history,
he's been a lot of the
people you've heard about in history that have been like conquerors, generals, famous like warriors, and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. And like 3,000 years ago, he tried to conquer the world, and he set free like these 12 monsters, and
his generals turned to stone or something.
Yeah, and he was he was doomed to walk the earth for forever. Yeah, and so he's trying to collect his generals so they can hunt down these monsters before this star alliance in the sky that only appears every 3,000 years.
This is a UFC sauce. Yeah. If you want to fight in the UFC, you should try this.
So he's trying to collect his generals.
Yep.
And revive them so they can hunt down the monsters, so he can become mortal again. And so he's not really a
he's
villain.
Not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. Just
he's not a good guy either.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and Leo comes back and they get the band back together again.
But on his first night back, they are told by Splinter not to fight, just observe and kind of find back together. But of course, they stumble upon trouble when you have foot soldiers led by Karai trying to fight one of these monsters for Mr. Winter.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this is where like things get interesting because Raph isn't interested in taking any orders anymore, and you've had a lot of like Raphael and Leonardo. They're always kind of like arguing and
Who should be the leader of the team?
Yeah. And this is why the reason I like this movie is I think this is the movie where you have.
This is a Raphael.
This
movie.
is a Raphael movie. He's the turtle with the biggest story arc in this movie. So he's a vigilante and he's trying to like keep on going.
Night Watcher.
Night Watcher, that's his name. Yeah, Night Watcher. And he doesn't feel he has to answer to Leo. He doesn't feel he has to answer to anyone anymore. And then Michelangelo is exactly the same as always.
Yeah,
goofball.
He's like the goofball, the party dude.
Donatello, I didn't get much out of like his personality.
No, except from the beginning where they introduce him as the IT.
He talks a little bit like technobabble once in a while. But then, like the most interesting part of this movie
is there's no like the villains are kind of vanilla, but the conflict between Leo and Raph, that's
what makes this movie really cool. And it has a nice build up. And the highlight of the movie, this is spoiler territory, is when Leo is tracking, and that is also stupid. Why is Leo so against this Night Watcher?
Yeah.
He's just doing the same as they were doing.
Yeah.
But like they are friends with Casey Jones. He was a vigilante.
Yeah, but I think it's
a story. It's just something to drive the story. I don't know. Like.
Yeah, but it's like this Night Watcher guy. He doesn't do it their way. He's more brutal and
he does it the Raphael way.
Yeah. But under Leonardo, Raphael is still. So I think it's just the way he does it, and
probably,
and also the thing that like the fact that he does it alone, like he doesn't have a team. So I think he's more worried for the guy that he's doing something he should like. He could get in trouble.
Maybe. It could be. But then they tracks the Night Watcher down, and they're on a roof, and
it's probably one of the best fight scenes in any
TMNT
movie. And also this movie came out in 2007, and it has, like, we just rewatched it, and it still has one of the best animated scenes I've ever seen. Like the way the rain falls and
the CGI
is
really good.
It's just amazing. I've never seen anything before that movie or anything after. And we have big contenders, like we have Pixar and DreamWorks doing a lot of great movies with a lot of beautiful animation, but nothing has ever managed to top that scene where they fight
on the rooftop.
Yeah.
But in general, that movie really holds up. The CGI is not dated. It looks really good. The whole movie looks good.
Yeah, and also, like we've had good incarnations of the Turtles after, but I'm talking on screen now because comic wise, the IDW is the shit. But this was the last time where we really got to see them portrayed in a good way.
Yeah,
because
like this is
like they do
over exaggerated.
They do the personalities just great.
It's a
like
classic.
Leo is a leader and he has the world on his shoulders. We have Raph, who is he's like the jealous little brother who wants to be the big guy. Mikey is the goofball little brother, and Donatello is just.
And there's a scene that gives me goosebumps every time I watch this.
Yeah.
It's when Raphael is like really upset because so they fight on the rooftop. Raphael wins.
Mm.
And then right after that, these bad guys, these generals or whatever they come and they kidnap Leonardo.
Mm.
So Raphael comes back to the lair and he's really upset and he talks to Splinter.
Yeah. And
Splinter says like, yeah, Leonardo is like this, he's a leader, he has these personality traits.
Like, just because you're not my favorite student doesn't mean you're not my favorite son.
Yeah, and then he says like, yeah, and you are strong, you're always there for your brothers, you're very loyal, you never give up. And he kind of summarizes Raphael's personality, and he's like, these are also great traits and attributes for a leader. And that was a really cool scene.
And the thing is, in later incarnations, I feel like they've exaggerated the personalities. Okay, Leo and Raph is pretty much Leo and Raph in the 2012 series as well. But Mikey is so over-the-top childish, and Donnie is so over-the-top geeky. And now, like, every incarnation they do after, like...
becomes more exaggerated.
Yeah, like, Raph is becoming more like hey, bro! Yeah. And Donnie is becoming more like the slim, geeky guy with like, they have to give him glasses, because how are you supposed to know he's a geek without the glasses? Yeah. So this
is Michael Bay's fault. He did this. He was the first one to do this.
Yeah.
And like Donatello's biceps, like his biceps were like this.
Yeah. But this was the last time
we saw the classic Turtles.
Yeah. Like, ever since they've been like Michael Bay or
Alioli.
Yeah. So, yeah. And of course, they have the fights, and then Splinter tells them to gather, and we have to save your brother, and they team up with April and Casey.
And April can fight in this movie.
Yeah, and I think that's a nice...
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
it's cool to see all of them together.
She's been... how long has she been... how long has she known the Turtles? Why shouldn't she know how to fight? Like, she can't always...
That's the first thing they would do, would be to teach her some martial arts.
Of course. So, I think this movie has my favorite version of April. And
outside of, I mean, Elias Koteas, Casey Jones.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Casey Jones too, because he resembles that exact character.
And speaking of, okay, the Casey Jones in this movie is voiced by none other than Human Torch or Captain America or that guy from the DC Loser movie. Okay, so he's all over geekdom.
Chris
Evans. And it's probably one of the best voice castings I've heard in a long time, because, like, you can't tell that that's him.
I wouldn't know unless, if it hadn't been for us checking it out.
Yeah. Like, April is, you can, it's clear that that's Buffy talking. But,
and Mako is Mako. Splinter is amazing in this one. He's, like, high on crack. There are scenes when people are talking to him and he's like, yeah. And he's not like, his eyes are going like from left to right, and he's just
like all over the place.
Yeah. I think they did that on purpose to, like, I don't know, to show us that Splinter is like high all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, but
yes, back to the movie.
They gather the crew, and they go to confront this Winter guy, because they don't know that he's not really the bad guy. So, but they know that he's the reason why everything happens. But
and his generals,
they have betrayed him, and they don't want to collect all the monsters.
Because they want to take over the world, while he wants just everything to end. He wants to be done with this shit. But the generals are... I like those characters.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. And I like the design on them.
Yeah. And, so they arrive at his tower, and there's this amazing fight with all these foot, led by Karai.
But the foot and the turtles kind of team up in this one.
Yeah, in the end they team up because Karai sees that if she... because she works for Winters, and when he tells them what he's really up to, she teams up with the turtles. But other than that, like, Karai is a pretty useless character in this movie. Yeah, except from having all the foot soldiers.
Yeah, she's a leader of the foot, but she doesn't do very much.
No.
She has a fight with Leonardo, I think.
Yeah.
Early on.
But that's, like, yeah.
Yeah, and... The most interesting parts of this movie, all the most interesting stuff happen before Leonardo gets kidnapped.
Yeah, so the third act is pretty much the worst part of the movie.
Yeah, so that
although there's some great scenes, the fight scenes.
It's not bad, it's just very, like, generic action.
Yeah. The beam from the sky.
Yeah. Fighting, like, tons of foot soldiers and monsters. Okay, but, like, we don't need to summarize more of the movie, but...
They end up winning, and... And even though the turtles save the day, Casey, he's the one who gets to have cowabunga time with April, and
Alright.
And
Karai says something towards the end that when I watched this the first time, I was so excited. I was hoping there would be a sequel.
Yeah, like you haven't seen the last of me, and next time won't be the same pleasure. And,
and like, we have something to talk about, and there are some faces that we might come back
from the past.
Like,
you don't mean.
Like, but they don't say it. Yeah, but it's Shredder, obviously. Yeah. So it's too bad we never got a sequel to this.
Yeah, and I think most of the reason, like, it didn't do that well in theaters. It kind of went under the radar, so, like, unless you were a big fan of the Turtle franchise, it kind of just...
Which is a shame, because out of everything we've watched so far, I would rank this number 2.
Yeah.
The first TMNT movie, for me, personally, and then I would have this on second.
Yeah,
then,
I have my love for the Secret of Ooze, so... This comes in third.
Yeah.
But they teased a movie. It didn't, but this one didn't do well. And also there was this thing where Peter Laird sold the rights to the Turtles.
To Nickelodeon.
And this movie was produced by, I think, Warner Brothers. So...
all of that might explain why it didn't get
so it might have been like these... issues about rights to the movie, So that was the last time we saw the Turtles on the big screen until Michael Bay.
Yeah,
but that's for another episode.
Yes. Yeah, we have some more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, because there's this thing, a question about this movie. We touched upon it, but does it belong to the old movies? Or does it belong to the 2003 series? And in the end of the movie, like, they have this trophy room, and you can see the helmet of the Shredder from the first movie.
Yeah.
And the
samurai stuff from the third.
Yeah, and the ooze
and
box
the ooze
from
the second.
Yeah. So it hints, it gives, like, small hints that it is a sequel to the movies. But then you have Karai. She looks pretty much like the Karai from
2003.
Yeah, but the Shredder design you see in the beginning of the movie is more comic book.
Yeah,
so,
that is true.
So the question is, where does this belong? And I feel like this movie has.
Oh, you had some answers on it. Yeah, so this is Turtles Forever.
Mm-hmm.
This is like like a special, like a
TV special. It was the 25th anniversary of the Turtles.
2009.
Yeah. So this movie is basically the multiverse before it was cool.
I don't even want. I'm not even going to try to explain what the story of this movie is, because the story is a bit of a mess. But it's just like Donatello is in the Technodrome and he's trying to stop the Technodrome, and instead he does some.
Which Donatello?
Oh, yeah. 1987.
Yeah. Okay, so the movie starts in 2003.
Yeah.
The 2000s. Fuck. Shit, I can't say that.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay, it started in the 2003 series, and you have you can see like the silhouettes of the turtles spying on.
The opening scene is pretty funny.
Yeah, they are spying on the purple dragons.
Look, I think doesn't the whole thing start with like Splinter coming in and saying, "Hey,
no,
where were you guys yesterday?"
Because you have this. Does it start there?
I don't. Maybe. And
at least there's a confrontation between.
Do we ever see them get caught?
No, we just.
That's like a TV news headline, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you have, like in the Purple Dragon's lair, boss, we finally caught them, and
that's the opening.
Yeah,
that's the opening.
Finally, the turtles, and then
like, huh?
And then the lights on, and hey, these are not the turtles, and like they're all super goofy, and yeah.
And then on the other side, you have like Splinter, because this is all over the news that the turtles were.
Yeah, they were caught. Like they weren't wearing ninja.
No, it's like I told you guys to be stealthy. Like, we're stealthy. We haven't done anything.
Yeah, we haven't been out.
How do you explain this? And they're like, huh? But we've been here all night. And then, they go to figure out what this is about, and then they meet up and find these other turtles.
Yeah, and then like they're pointing out that all of these guys, they're super goofy. They're all like Michelangelo. And in the beginning, Michelangelo, he loves them. Like, hey, dudes.
Yeah. And then even he grows tired of them.
Yeah. Like they're too much. And can you remember them being so goofy?
Not at all.
In the 87 series.
In this 87 series, I mean, Donatello was tech guy. Yeah, Raphael wasn't angry or anything. In the 87, he was not too unlike Michelangelo, but he was sarcastic.
Yeah,
he had a lot of humor, but his humor was more like sarcastic and ironic.
It was toned down, so instead of being angry, he was more like sarcastic.
Yes. But he had a lot of good humor, and he would sometimes like turn, break the fourth wall and talk to the audience.
Yeah, but like they have it in the text line.
But they do.
It's Donatello, that's machine. Raphael.
But they were never as goofy as they portray him in this movie.
They kind of. It was more like a parody of the Turtles, and even like this is set in the 2003 series, but I felt that they even
overdid the 2003.
Yeah, they were kind of too badass just to show the difference between
the contrast between the different ones. I agree, and I don't like this movie.
No, I remember seeing it back in the days, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. This is my Turtles meeting the new Turtles.
I like the idea of it, but I would have wished they just portrayed both Turtles more the way they are supposed to be.
But the worst thing isn't the Turtles. Like even Shredder, like he was
totally useless here.
He was like the 87 Shredder. He was totally useless. Like he was. Like, he wasn't as badass as the later incarnations, but he wasn't that stupid. No. And,
Shredder here is as stupid as Bebop and Rocksteady were in the 1987 cartoon.
Yeah.
And, as you say, all the classic Turtles they're all just Michelangelo.
Mm.
And all the other ones from 2003 are more or less themselves, but like a little bit more badass. And this movie favorizes the 2003 variety.
Of course, but that's where it's at. Yeah.
Of course.
And okay.
But it takes the piss out of the 1987 one too much for my liking.
Yeah. And all right, so you have the 87 Shredder. He's like, okay, so if there's turtles here, there must be a Shredder here. And he finds out that there's this Shredder who is
Shredder Prime or something.
Yeah, no, Shredder like Utrom Shredder. He's
yeah.
He's like a Krang
Shredder.
Yeah.
And that's what I hated. That's the only like real issue I had with the 2003 show.
Yeah.
Was when you find out that Shredder is just like a robot with a Krang inside.
Yeah. But still, he refers to himself as the one true Shredder.
Like, I know, but that's just because by this time, this is my theory, they already knew that the fans hated this. Well, at least a lot of fans hated that Krang was Shredder and you didn't have a Shredder. You didn't have a personality that was Shredder because they've blended those two into one. And I think they just wanted to double down. Oh yeah, you don't like our Shredder? Well, then we're going to show you all that this is the ultimate version of the Shredder and he's more powerful than all the other Shredders. So they're just doubling down.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
But anyways, the Shredder, he finds this other Shredder, but he finds the old Shredder to be too stupid and useless. So he figures out that he's going to finish all the turtles, not just 2003 and 87. He's going to finish the multiverse altogether, because as long as the multiverse, as long as the turtles die, he doesn't care if the
world dies.
The reality ceases to exist. And that leads up to the good part of the movie. I like the third act when they go to Turtles Prime, which is the black and white comic book versions. And they are like, and here you have like turtles, all of them are like Raph.
All of them are like Raph. Yeah, that's the best part of this movie.
Yeah,
is when
the third act is great.
Yeah.
And, but before they go there, you have like Shredder's showing off the whole multiverse, and that's where you get the answer to the.
Tell me, because I've already forgotten.
Yeah, so like there on the screen, you can see a lot of incarnations, like the comic books. You can see the 87. You can see the movies, the Next Mutation, like even the ones from the anime. Like there was this anime back in the days. I don't know if you've seen it, where they turn into mechas. And then there's and then they show the 2007.
Yeah.
So it shows that they are set in their own universe. They're not the 90s versions, and they're not the 2003. They are just their own. So you get the answer.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyways, they go to Earth Prime, which is the comic books from '84. They team up with those turtles, and then they even team up with Shredder and Karai, like the '87 Shredder, Karai, and all of them together to fight this Utrom Shredder.
And they still don't stand a chance. And the way
the ones who save the day is
Bebop and Rocksteady by accident.
Yeah, and they have teamed up with the new Shredder.
Yeah, but he doesn't want them. He's he put them in bars.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I used to love this movie back in the days when I saw it. Like, I reacted to the way they treated the old guys, but seeing it again, it was it bothered me more than it should. And that's just because this wasn't the last time they did this. Because in the 2012 series, they also, like the 2012 guys, team up with the 87 guys, and like they're super goofy again.
The same thing. Yeah. Do they team up with the 2003 guys?
No.
That's
it's only
a shame.
Yeah. Like they had potential to do like a real good.
They could do another like Turtles Forever thing, like the same concept now, and you would have a hell of a lot more Turtles teaming up.
Yes, okay. You have the just in a couple of weeks. There's this new movie.
New incarnation of the Turtles.
Mutant Mayhem. It looks like the animation style looks fantastic, but I'm a bit like the character designs look kind of sketchy.
We'll see. I'm skeptical, but I'll give it a go. We're gonna go watch it.
Yeah, but like I told you before we started this video, like, why don't they hold this movie off until next year? Because that would be the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe there's some sort of
something coming,
secret project with all the incarnations. Like, a new multiverse is a thing now, so everybody's doing their
that's true.
like DC, Marvel, everybody's doing their. DC was kind of ahead, but not in movies and TV. That was.
So where would you rank this one out of all 5 that we've watched so far?
The 5 we watched so far. Which is worst, this one or the third live action movie?
I like this the least out of all 5 because the third movie is not good in any way, but it doesn't like ruin anything either.
No.
And it has Casey Jones, and it has those crazy Japanese guys, and it has a couple of funny moments and redeeming qualities. And it is the last time we saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the old live action costume,
Jim
Henson costume. So that has also I have some love for that. But this one, I just feel like this is just ridiculing the Turtles that I grew up with, and then I'm like, screw you, dude.
Yeah. I will say, though, that the third act is the saving grace of this movie, and except from Casey and the samurai guys in the third movie. In the sewer.
Yeah.
The third movie doesn't really have that much redeeming qualities at all. So I think I'll go for this one on 4th. But we were originally planning to watch all the movies
and then
watch
rank them,
and then watch Mutant Mayhem.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think we have enough time.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Like we have priorities like girlfriends and wives and work.
Oh yeah. We're over halfway though. We only have
4 movies left.
2 animated ones and the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah, we have the Michael Bay ones, and we have
Batman
and the Ninja Turtles, and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm so looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah, but we should probably wrap this one up.
Yeah. So the ranking so far, your ranking is
1 TMNT.
2
Turtles 2, Turtles 3, Turtles Forever.
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, TMNT, Forever, and 3.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's cool. We have it in a different
opinions.
Order. Yeah.
But I respect that.
I like that. I actually find it more interesting when we don't agree. It's just that we have a lot of the same. We have the same taste in a lot of movies. So oftentimes, without discussing or conferring with each other, we just agree. But it's more interesting when we don't agree. Yeah,
that's fine.
All right, guys. So this is once more another very long video. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching the whole thing. And what do you think of these 2 movies? Do you like TMNT from 2007? What did you think of Turtles Forever? Are you excited about the new movie?
Does pineapple go on pizza?
Of course.
No. Okay.
Next time.
Next time. Should I try? Okay. Put it in the comments. Should I try pineapple on pizza or should I not?
Or anchovies. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cowabunga, dudes.
Yeah. Radical.
All right.
See you next time. Take care.